Debbie?
Debbie?
We're getting some feedback.
Yeah.
That might be a minute.
That's over here. Public's watching this.
The audio still on TV?
We were getting some feedback, Jim.
Was it up?
It was up, so I just turned it down.
Okay, it should be good now.
Okay, thanks, Jim.
You're on, Joe.
Good evening. Welcome to the Board of Selectmen's meeting for October 6, 2014. And this meeting is digitally and audio recorded. Lost my thought there for a minute. I'll call the meeting to order. The first order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance. Larry, would you lead us?
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Almost have the grandfather clock on me.
The next item is chairman's comments, and I don't have any comments to make tonight. And we have a 7 o'clock appointment with Town Administrator Debbie Egan to discuss disclosures filed by Selectman Jack Cook.
I'm gonna disclose myself.
You're recusing yourself.
We have an appointment at 7 o'clock, Town Administrator Debbie Egan to discuss disclosures filed by Jack Cook. Debbie will discuss the following. Jack Cook has completed and signed Mass General Laws, Chapter 268A, Section 20D, 3 disclosures which are broken out as follows. Water, library, and highway for his rubbish removal contracts for the above cited departments. Debbie?
Yes, Mr. Vice Chairman. I am here to discuss these disclosures with the Board of Selectmen. So this evening, you must review the disclosures and consider them and vote on them on the following requirements, which have been written on each pertinent disclosure. I've been working with the State Ethics Commission and Mr. Cook on his status as a selectman and also as a vendor to the town for the water department, library department, and highway department. He has contracts for rubbish removal. So what I have prepared on the disclosures, and Mr. Perry, you have the originals that will be signed this evening. The following stipulations are on each department's disclosure. The first, if we want to take up water, you can review that. He's disclosed his business information. And then at the end, the recommendation is that the following requirements be added. Mr. Cook, as a selectman, shall not sign any water department bill payable warrants that contain invoices from Cook's Rubbish. Mr. Cook, as a selectman, shall recuse himself from discussions and votes on the water department expense budget because he is a water department vendor. Okay? And then why don't I go on to the other ones and then you can discuss it. On the library, Mr. Cook, as a selectman, shall not sign any library bills payable warrants that contain invoices from Cook's Rubbish. Mr. Cook, as a selectman, shall recuse himself from discussions and votes on the water department, on the library department expense budget because he's a library vendor. Mr. Cook, as a selectman, shall not on highway sign any highway department bills payable warrants that contain invoices from Cook's Rubbish. Mr. Cook, as a selectman, shall recuse himself from discussions and votes on the highway department expense budget because he is a highway department vendor. So if you want to review those disclosures, and if you're satisfied in the way they are prepared, you will need to vote to authorize Vice Chairman Perry to sign the 3 disclosures.
I think I have a duplicate highway and no library.
Okay, I don't know if they got, so if one,
The signing sheet.
okay.
Yeah, I got one of each.
Do you have a library?
Yeah.
I have the library right here.
Thank you. Do you have any discussion?
Joe, everything seems to be in order here. Can you just sign? I don't see anything.
They all seem to follow the disclosure requirements of the ethics.
So with that, I'll give you a motion to sign.
I'll second.
Having a motion in a second. Do we have any further discussion? Call for a vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
I think there's a couple of signs. Oh, okay.
Another one over there, Joe. Way over, see this little tab?
No, I already signed,
Sign that.
I already signed those two. I don't have the library signature page.
This one?
No, I have that one,
We have that one. Okay.
but I don't have the one where, this one here.
It looks the same.
Sign this one.
Here you go.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Want me to go get the jack?
Yes, please. from 7:05 to 7:15, we're just a few minutes late, would be citizens' query. Have any comment? Thank you. So we'll go next to general business. Number 1. Request from Library Director Pam Jacobson to lift the hiring freeze for the position of library technician. Honorable Board of Selectmen, Town of Raleigh, Raleigh, Mass., September 30th, 2014, lifting of the hiring freeze. Dear sirs, I would like to request that the hiring freeze be lifted so that the Raleigh Public Library may hire a library technician. Our newest library technician, who had been here for just over a year, has resigned. It is essential that we have coverage for the 4-hour shift that she worked each week, as well as help fill in the Saturday rotation. So we do need to post and fill this vacancy. Thank you for your consideration of this matter. Pam Jacobson, Library Director.
Give you a motion, Mr. Chairman?
You have a motion?
Second?
We have a second. Any further discussion? Call for vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. General business number 2. Letter of resignation from fence viewer Richard Karam. Miss Egan, Town Administrator, Town Hall, Raleigh, Mass. Dear Deb, with this letter, I hereby submit my resignation from the position of fence viewer with the Town of Raleigh, effective October 18th, 2014. After careful thought and consideration, I have decided to retire. I would like to thank you for all of the years of employment you have provided me. I wish the entire team at the Town Hall and Annex all the best in the future. Richard Karam, Sr.
Give you a motion, Mr. Chairman?
Second.
And with regrets?
With regrets. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Be good to send them a letter on that,
Yeah.
if we could, from the board.
Thanking him for all the good years of service.
Right.
Been a good man on the job.
Yep.
General business number 3. Miss Egan, Town Administrator, Town Hall, Raleigh, Mass. Dear Deb, with this letter, I hereby submit my resignation from the position of janitor with the Town of Raleigh, effective October 18th, 2014. After careful thought and consideration, I have decided to retire. I would like to thank you for all of the years of employment you have provided me. I wish the entire team at the Town Hall and Annex all the best in the future. Richard Karam, Sr.
Mr. Chairman, I'll give you a motion, and also with regrets and heartfelt thanks for all his years of service.
I'll second.
We have a motion in a second to, with a letter, to send a letter to Richard Karam thanking him for years of employment. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. General business number 4. Request from Town Administrator to lift hiring freeze for Town Hall Annex Janitor. To Honorable Board of Selectmen, from Deborah Egan, Town Administrator. Honorable Board members, I respectfully request that you lift the hiring freeze for the Town Hall Janitor position.
Mr. Chairman, I'll give you a motion.
We have a motion?
I'll second.
Second, Jack. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. General business number 5. Revised request from the Pine Grove School PTA to use the town common for the annual Fall Fest event with the addition of pony rides. This request has been circulated to the police, fire, highway, and health departments. Chief Broderick said the EMS presence already scheduled to be at the event could handle any potential injuries. Concerns regarding animal waste brought up by the health and highway departments have been adequately addressed in the email request where it says that the staff of Hunter Havens Farms will clean up after the animals.
Give you a motion, Mr. Chairman?
Second it?
Discussion, are you here for the Fall Fest? Would you? Thank you for coming, Tara.
I jumped the gun, sorry.
Would you like to give us some information about the addition of the pony rides and
Sure.
the whole festival?
The festival will be held on October 24th from 5:30 to 7:30, which I need to adjust the hours a little bit with fire and police. I think we were thinking of doing it 5 to 7, but we pushed it back so that more parents are able to make it outside of work. We have amazing sponsors coming back this year and the addition of new sponsors and new food. And it was just kind of getting so big and kind of so much fun. I thought it would really be fun. Each year we try to do one thing that really draws people to the event. So I thought, well, let's try ponies. So the plan is to use stakes provided by Timberline, stake out a very specific area, and there will be caution tape around the top and the bottom, and there'll be an entry point with a volunteer parent to, restrict access. And I'm not sure whether they require that everyone sign a waiver. Sometimes they do that. If that's the case, we'll have a second volunteer. We already know the price. We know they're fully insured. We have it covered. We have it sponsored if it is approved. So we'd be good to go.
And that's on the Friday night, October 24th,
Friday night, yes,
5:30 to 7.
yes.
You have any comments, questions?
Sounds good.
Think so?
We have a great common to use, and we should use it.
Every Saturday morning after the event, I go there myself and with gloves and make sure we have every candy wrapper, everything picked up. I will make sure that it is well cleaned up after, should there be any horsey accidents.
Every year, it's always been cleaned up very,
Yep.
very well. So
Yes.
you wouldn't even know you were there, so we appreciate that, believe me.
Right.
It's so well lit. I would never have dreamed of this 2 years,
It's nice out now,
last 2 years,
yes.
but yeah, it's great.
Yeah, the new lights make a
Great
big
for this
difference.
event.
Yes, yes. We have a motion, we have a second?
I make a motion, and all the best for your event.
Second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you very
Have fun.
much.
I was
Good luck.
wondering, do you put anything on your page, or do you make any kind of announcement that says that this is happening? I'm really hoping to bring that many more donations this year, and we're planning on donating all the profits from all of the food, which includes Ipswich Clam Bakes chowder and the Whoopie Pie Wagons, treats, that kind of thing. So I'm really hoping to get the word out. We'll have signs, more signs this year.
Talk to the TV, cable TV people.
Oh, okay.
RCM.
RCM.
You're live on that right now.
Yes.
Yes.
If you give us a memo, I'm sure,
You can send it to the office. Amy will facilitate the town website and the local access cable channel.
Okay.
So you have Amy's email.
and we'll read it out.
The sooner the better we get it.
We'll put it on our announcement section.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go on to old business. Number 1, review and sign special town meeting warrant. Review and sign special town meeting warrant. Town Council Judy Pickett has reviewed the warrant article. She recommends that the article designating Assessors Map 13, Lot 6 as Article 97 Parkland be taken off the warrant. She recommends that the portion of the parcel that is in Zone 1 of the well station number 2 be separate out of this parcel through a survey subdivision. Number 1, the board needs to take a vote to take Article 18 off the warrant. Article 18 to see if the town will vote to designate Assessors Map 13, Lot 6 as an Article 97 parkland or take any other action relative thereto.
Mr. Chairman. That relates to the lot that we're looking to build the soccer field on up at Ayers Park.
Right.
And then because there's a small portion of the Zone 1 from the well field touches part of that property, a small portion of it, we need to take that out at this time. And what we'll look to do in the spring is, between now and the spring, assuming that the money is transferred from the Bradstreet property to the other projects, we'll get the land surveyed and probably subdivide that lot to attach the water portion to the lot beside it. And that'll give us the rest of the lot to use for, so it's more of a technical issue hopefully than anything else. But at this point, we need to take it off the warrant, and we'll revisit it in the spring.
Right.
Have you given a motion?
I'll give you the motion, yeah.
I'll second it.
Second. Any further discussion? All those in favor of the removing Article 18 from the special town meeting warrant, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The motion passes. Okay, I need a motion to sign the warrant.
Give you a motion, Mr. Chairman?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to sign the warrant. Yeah. Call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The motion passes.
While you're signing that, Mr. Chairman, I just emphasize to the voters at home that we need to have a quorum of 100 voters to conduct the meeting. And it's important that, we get those 100 voters. The closer we get it to 7:30, the sooner we can get the meeting going and done with. There's only a small number of articles. I wouldn't anticipate that we'd be there too late in the evening, but it's essential that we get the 100 voters, and I would also, the wharf articles with the voters, and that's a transfer from the stabilization fund, which requires 2/3 vote. So it's those voters that are interested in getting the ramps repaired and and purchased new should make sure they're there to vote on that article, because otherwise the ramps are going to stay the way they are, and they're in bad shape. So who knows what the status will be this summer if they're not able to be used. So it's important that people come to the meeting and vote, and important for the people that have a particular is the voting issue for the wharfs, town wharfs, and the harbor masters article be done, as well as it's important for the parents who have kids playing soccer and baseball that we need to take that money from the Bradstreet Farm playground and turn it over so we can build a little league field behind Pine Grove School and ultimately another soccer field up at Ayers Park. So there's a couple of important issues, and hopefully we'll get enough parents and voters and stuff like that to be there for 7:30 and get the meeting going.
Right.
Be done.
Very definitely. Very important that we have the support of the townspeople to vote on at the special town meeting on October 27th. Okay. Let's go on to old business number 2, discuss the sergeant job posting. October 3rd, 2014, Raleigh Board of Selectmen, 139 Main Street, Raleigh, Mass. Posting for sergeant. Honorable Board of Selectmen. The board recently voted to lift the hiring freeze and allow me to seek applications for the position of sergeant to fill out the police department rank structure once Detective Lieutenant Gamache retires in December. The job posting and job description for sergeant require an associate degree or the equivalency in a criminal justice discipline or related field, and additional college credits equal to 2 semesters towards a bachelor's degree at a minimum. The specific nature of the requirement may eliminate otherwise qualified candidates who possess other similarly advantageous accomplishments that don't meet the narrowly defined educational prerequisite. In the interest of identifying the best possible candidates for the position of sergeant, I request that the Board of Selectmen modify the job posting by adding the phrase "or a combination of training, experience, and education commensurate with the degree requirements." In order to provide an equal opportunity for all employees to evaluate their eligibility under the new revision, I would also ask to reopen the job posting until noon on October 14th, 2014. Sincerely, Robert Arbacher, Chief of Police. Chief?
That pretty much sums it up. In the process, I identified a candidate who doesn't have the traditional degree, and he made an application, and I was forced to deny it based on what the requirements are. But in evaluating it and talking it over, it just seems like it might be a little arbitrary. The particular candidate in this case has extensive military history, which may or may not, it's all to be determined later, but may or may not be equal to what you would get at a college degree. So that's why I'm asking the board to consider this possibility. It's important to say this wouldn't give any one person a leg up. By opening this job up, it wouldn't guarantee someone a job. It would just give them an opportunity to apply for it, and we could identify who the best candidate was. If we don't make this change, the world won't come to an end or anything like that. But that particular candidate won't be able to compete for this position.
So just to be clear on this, what you're looking for is a change in the description.
Correct.
And then you separately want to
That would follow.
reopen the job posting.
That would follow, but I need to ask the personnel board for the change in description.
Mr. Chairman, as the representative from this board on the Personnel Board, I concur with the chief's request. The intent of the job description was never to really exclude anybody. It's an attempt to, get the best candidate possible, and we don't require police officers to have a degree to get on the police
They
department.
need an associate's degree,
Yeah.
but that's a new, that came before several people were hired.
Okay, so the people that have been on for a long time
Right.
may not have the degrees, and yet they got other kinds of experience and training and job courses they've taken that qualify them for the position. That's just as important as an associate's degree, plus 2 other courses. So I would recommend that we okay this change.
Yes, I would go along with that. I mean, there are positions outside, in the military especially, where there's training that is given to them, and positions of authority where, where the rank that they receive is equal to that of any college degree or anything like that. So I think that this is appropriate to do. So
Yeah, I feel that the background and training is
yes.
appropriate. Any questions?
Yeah, I totally agree with
I'll
what
give you
the
the
chief's
motion, Mr.
recommending.
Chairman.
We have a motion?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. To add the phrase. Could I have a motion to reopen the job posting?
I'll give you the motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to reopen the job posting until noon on October 14th. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Chief.
Thanks, Chief.
Okay, in new business, number 1. We have to review the application from Deborah A. Smith to the Zoning Board of Appeals for modification of a special permit for the delineation of a boundary line. You want,
I looked this over and I didn't quite understand what they're doing or whatever. It's a boundary line dispute that goes back, and I guess they want to reopen the dispute. But I don't have anything to add to it or detract from it, so I have no objections there.
No,
Whatever it is.
into the ZBA's hands.
Yeah.
do we need a vote on,
We
make
will
a
communicate-
recommendation to the?
There are no recommendations, we'll communicate that
Okay.
point to them on this one.
Any other discussion on
No.
old, new business number 1? New business number 2. We have to review the application from Artistic Landscape LLC and Tony Hurley to Zoning Board of Appeals for a special permit to install a sign. And I believe the sign is larger than it is allowed by the bylaws.
Yeah, the bylaw allows for business to have a 10-foot square sign attached to the building. The proposed sign is larger than 10 square feet, as it is 56 square feet at most, and 30 square feet for the majority of the signs. And it looks like it's a simple artistic landscape is all they're looking to go on there.
No. Pretty straightforward and go to the ZBA.
Yeah, I have no
For
concern
review.
with it.
No concerns?
With the
No.
ZBA.
Okay.
It's in it, that just as a note, side note, that's a new building that they're building on Route 1.
On Route 1.
And it's kind of down in a little bit of a hole there, so that it's not really well visible from especially northbound traffic, so I have no objection to it.
Okay. New business number 3. Review the application from Sean Blair to the Zoning Board of Appeals of an appeal of a cease and desist order by the building and operating, the building for operating a septic system installation business as a customary home occupation.
Mr. Chairman, I looked this over, and I would recommend that we send a note to the ZBA and have them review this with the town attorney. This item.
The request.
Yes, and also, CC the building inspector,
Okay.
and to have him attend this meeting.
To ask Building Inspector Ken Moore to attend the meeting.
Yes, I would.
And to take it up with town council.
Town council.
Dave?
No, I got nothing to say.
Jack? No. So you want to send a
I think that's,
I have no objection to
yeah. I
letter
think-
to the zoning board of appeals?
Yeah,
that-
just
With our recommendation?
a recommendation that they have engage town council and the building inspector.
We put that in the form of a motion?
That would be my motion, okay?
Okay.
I'll second that.
Second, Mr. Cook. Any other discussion? All those in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay, we have some announcements. The fall special town meeting is scheduled for Monday, October 27th, 2014, at 7:30 PM at the Pine Grove School. And again, we would encourage all of the residents to come to the special town meeting so that we can get the agenda taken care of. West Nile virus has been detected in mosquitoes collected in Raleigh. Residents seeking information on the West Nile virus should read the information on the town's website or contact the health department at 948-2231. The town has the following vacancies. Fence viewer, 3 positions. Wood, lumber, and bark inspector, and zoning board of appeals associate, 2 open seats. Historic commission, historic district commission, 3 seats. Parks and recreation committee, 2 seats. For more information on these positions, please contact the Selectmen's office at 948-2372. The Raleigh Food Pantry is in need of donations. The food pantry is open Tuesdays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and Thursdays from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Compact fluorescent light bulbs may be recycled at the Raleigh Municipal Lighting Plant. Light bulbs can be brought down during normal business hours. And as always, we have the recycling for the batteries at the town hall and at the library. Just bring in, and we'd be very happy to take care of the batteries for you. Okay. I call for a motion to go into executive session for the purpose of discussing strategies with respect to litigation, because an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the litigating position of the town, and to not return to open session.
I'll give you that motion, Mr. Chairman.
I'll second it.
Roll call vote.
Jack Cook?
I, Robert Snow.
Aye, Joe Perry.
Hi, Dave Peterson.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here tonight, and our next meeting will be on October 20th at 7 p.m. Thank you very much. Adjourn.
Gotta move so they know we're still live.
We're done. All right, thanks.
Thought he might have went to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, we're never done this.
There we go.
Thought they might be rolling.
Joe, if you could run meetings like that this fast every time. look, you
Yeah, I
could
know, we'll get rid of another guy.
Well, we just woke him up. Thought he might have took a shot to Dunkin' Donut.
Yeah, good thing he was there, right?
Hi, Steve, how are you? Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you, Mr. Chairman. I just walked in and saw Susan. She said, "Oh, hi, how are you?" I said, "What are you doing here?" I told her it's my annual visit. Yeah, it's been over a year.
Has it been long?
It was last September I was out here talking with you about this case.
Oh.